tackle more health and wellness questions. Please welcome back to the studio Dr. Tigran from A Smiling Heart Dentistry, Dr. Christy Harrington from Overlake Medical Center, and board-certified plastic surgeon Dr. Suzette Miranda from Swedish Plastic Anesthetics. Good to have you all back again for a few more questions. TMJ, we always get a lot of questions from viewers about it. TMJ or TMD, what is it and what can you do about it?
Sure. So it's a good question because
good, you've got a model. I love it.
A lot of people confuse TMJ with TMD. TMJ is the joint.
Right.
TMD is the disorder of the joint. So I'll give you a quick presentation what the joint is.
Let me have you point it that way as best you can. There you go.
Okay. So this is your lower jaw, this is your upper jaw, and this is where the joint is. There's a disc in between. The lower jaw, the head of the condyle sits in the middle of the upper jaw fossa.
So can you get a disc problem like you do in your back?
So what happens is when I was discussing about upper jaw, not enough growth of upper jaw, that causes many times a problem with the disc. So if you can imagine like this is an underdeveloped upper jaw. So you can see how the lower jaw is pushed back and the disc pops out in front. And when these people open their jaw, the disc pops back in and you hear that popping noise.
That's what the clicking is.
Yes. And with this comes all of those other issues with migraines. When your muscles are not in their best position, they're under stress and you get migraines. So when you see somebody having crowded teeth, many times they might have migraines and all these issues.
Right.
And you know, best thing for parents, new parents, for example, is breastfeeding is one of the best things they can do, because breastfeeding not only develops their jaw and it also helps stimulate happy hormones, and also
we like happy hormones.
it causes the baby to actually, it stimulates the mouth to be closed.
That's great, and get them to the dentist to get looked at with this. Dr. Harrington, besides massage, we were talking about the other sort of life-enhancing treatments that cancer patients can avail themselves of. What else is available?
So some other things would be psychosocial therapy, working with support groups. We have a number of support groups at Overlake. We also partner with Cancer Lifeline that provides sessions on music therapy, art and journal therapy for cancer patients. We also partner with other organizations like Team Survivor Northwest to enhance the exercise of patients and getting back into physical well-being.
And all of those things are known to improve people's mental outlook, right?
That's
and
right. That's right. And also their physical recovery.
Yeah,
right.
Their feeling of being resilient about this. Are there promising therapies? We hear about immunotherapy.
That's one.
It seems like we're getting closer and closer to real success with cancer. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct. We have a number of systemic therapies available now that weren't available 5, 10, 15 years ago, and those therapies show increasing promise. I think the cure rates for breast cancer are improving, for example. Immunotherapy is becoming very important in a number of different cancer realms.
And you can have that without chemo, right? So you
sometimes that's absolutely true, and sometimes your therapy may come in the form of a pill rather than an intravenous transfusion, which makes receiving that therapy easier. You don't have to go to an infusion center. But it's not without side effects, and that's where the rest of the cancer team comes in to help manage those side effects. Another important management modality would be meeting with the dietitian and learning how to maintain your nutrition throughout your therapy.
Exactly, because that changes as well, trying to support your immune system. Dr. Miranda, you mentioned childbearing and the effects on the body, which is why I'm kind of not totally thrilled when dads say we're pregnant. I'm like, no, actually, you're not
pregnant.
But we appreciate your support.